It's going to be a video to the Pipe Commander. What up, Pipe Commander? Chappelle Earl. Thanks for all the comments you've made on my videos as of late. Walking along they're putting in a new drainage here in the Delta. So checking that out. Smoking my, what is my pipe called again? I forgot. Oh, a Churchwarden. At least that's what I'm told. And having some Dunhill early morning. Alright, so it's going to be about the pros and cons of pipe smoking, because I noticed something kind of like, basically it's actually what I've noticed, not pros and cons really. I smoked my pipe after work right before bed, and I have this ritual before I go to bed. I kind of compose my mind for dreams. I think about like a story, like say The Hobbit, and I put myself in that story and I imagine like, well, what if I had like technology from our world and I took it there, like how would that story unfold? And it's just kind of like a fun fantasy ritual before bed. That way I don't dream about work, I hope. Hopefully I dream about wizards. And I found my mind after tobacco, and I hadn't smoked for a long time because I got a cold, and then I think it turned into the flu, and so it was a really long time without tobacco, and so I was really conscious that my mind seemed really focused, but analytically focused. I found it difficult to imagine fantasy things and really easy to focus on like analytical details. Like what I was trying to avoid was thinking about what I have to do the next day and things I have to do for the weekend, and suddenly I found it really easy to start breaking things down into steps. Like, well, if I do that and that and that, this will help this, and then I could get that done. So that's certainly a good benefit from pipe smoking. And which leads me to my second observation, is some people then rely on that to kind of focus their mind, either smoking a pipe, but mostly I think I've seen it in cigarette smokers. Man, even when this place is all muddy, it's so beautiful out. So I've seen people that like have jobs that involve like a lot of analytical thinking and also like our long hours, and they smoke more and more tobacco to keep their mind focused for the entire operation. But I'll tell you, like just for cigarette smokers, what I've noticed is couples. So there's a lot of couples in the pipe community, and it's so fun to see them sitting there shoulder to shoulder smoking their pipes. It's so cute. But cigarette smokers are not like that. Cigarette smoker couples are not cute. I'll tell you why. So my observations, Pipe Commander, is that couples who smoke cigarettes tend to want to smoke each other's cigarettes. And there's a lot of like, well, you smoked my last pack, that kind of talk all the time. That not the generosity of the pipe community happening there. And I was on this long car trip with a couple folks, and he's like, you got any cigarettes? She's like, no, I don't. He's like, sure you do, come on, loan me a cigarette. She's like, I don't have any cigarettes. You don't bring any cigarettes? And like, she was like alarmed. And I think almost like her alarm at first he was like, he disbelieved her. Her alarm that they didn't have any cigarettes made him grab her purse and go through her purse, which then made her angry, and thus also proving that he didn't have any cigarettes, but she went through his jacket, I think as a retribution. And I'm driving, watching this and listening to this unfold, and then the arguments start. And I actually had to put a stop to it. They were getting so loud. And I'm like, you guys got to keep it, you guys got to pull it together. I need to concentrate and drive, and I'll stop at the nearest store. But we're on this long trip through the countryside, and we're like 40 miles away from the store, man. And They basically shut up for the entire trip and then smoked. When they got to the store, they both smoked like a half pack of cigarettes. I'd never seen anything like it. So I guess the moral of the story is don't smoke cigarettes. Never lie to your boyfriend / or girlfriend. Smoke a pipe when you want to do some focused thought, but not right before bed necessarily, unless you want analytical dreams of data entry. All right, Pipe Commander, like I said, pleasure to see you in the tubes, and yeah, welcome to the Delta. Thanks for joining me for a smoke.